ご中に猫化してるミエさんに出くわしてしまった。一体何をして。あ、猫ちゃんがいるのか。いや、ビニール袋だな、あれ。
How's it going, guys? The name is Poke Literal, and I've returned from my annual slumber once again. And just getting straight to the point, today I'll be reviewing a seasonal anime. Now, in all honesty, most anime this season is honestly really good. Although this is probably the lowest amount of anime I'm watching throughout the season, and out of the 8 I'm watching, this anime specifically that I'm going to be talking about is what I believe to be one of the worst animes by far this season has to offer. As a disclaimer, my opinions don't necessarily mean that it's an absolute fact. If you're the biggest Tsukinako fan and I in some way offend you by what I'm about to say, then just know you don't have to accept my opinion and even debate me in the comments. I'm all for it. So besides that, let's begin today's video.
Life, there's roadblocks.
For a quick synopsis of this series, Tsukinako is about our main protagonist, Komura Kaide.
I am now the alpha.
Who is just an average second year in middle school. And basically, he's just bored at school and really doesn't have much to do and spends his time totally not being a weirdo and staring at the main girl of the series, Mei, who is genuinely liked by everyone. However, she has one reoccurring issue that happens with her that is the main plot point of the entire series, and that is the fact that Komura's crush forgets her glasses. Although I wish I could spill more content the series has to offer, that's basically what the series only revolves around. The anime follows a straightforward plot that basically goes as followed. Mia needs to do a basic task, but gasp, she forgets her glasses. Komura is embarrassed and vocally explains it to us, the viewer. He tries to help Mia, but then it backfires. Then he tries again and helps Mia-chan with her problem. And if we, the viewer, are lucky, we'll probably get a hint that most likely, totally not obviously hint to the fact that she likes him. But of course, she won't, because she is a kawaii desu uwu girl you'll see on your TikTok For You page with CapCut transitions.
No! No! No lo diga! Así no! Por favor! No lo diga! No! Shut up, bitch! Oh my god!
My problem with the anime isn't the crazy ass brain-twisting animation right, my daddy in the chest. What the fuck? Oh my god! Or that it follows a point A to point B kind of storyline. But it's the fact that the characters aren't really that interesting. And it's not even the fact that I think the characters are cringe. Jesus, that gives me flashbacks. But like what a lot of people like to use to criticize this series, I don't think that's one good argument to use against it. Well, not the main vocal argument for it. I mostly believe the dynamic of the characters are forced in a way. I'm mostly fine with romance anime when they have the whole will they won't they deal as the main plot point. As long as the characters have actual chemistry with one another, then it's all cool. With Komura and Mia, it's mostly just Komura doing things for Mia out of his own volition, while the anime constantly sprinkles hints of Mia's infatuation with Komura right away, right after episode 2. And it's so obvious that even a first grader could just say it right there and then and end the series. I understand that she might think he's cute for always helping her out in when she's in her most vulnerable state, but to have her make a fool out of herself by pulling him away from another girl he was just having a conversation with is just overall a poor display of showing the audience their feelings for each other are mutual. This trope is common in a lot of romance anime, and I can acknowledge that. But the way Tsukinako does it is borderline lazy, as the anime constantly relies on the main trade line of it by having most plots rely on her losing her glasses and only having any importance when Komura is in her life. We barely get to learn nothing about Mia besides the fact that she has a family and her dad wears glasses. And that's about it. Not about her personal feelings or questioning as to why she lost her glasses. No, her life simply revolves around Komura, and she can exist as her own character. The same can be applied to Komura himself, as we really don't know much about him besides the fact that he likes games, and we don't know much about his personal life. Hell, we just learned in the recent episode that he talks to 2 people, and when he's about to hang out with them, it cuts straight to him going to next grade like, what? And most of all, most of his struggles are simply rooted in how cringe he acts around Mia, and that's about it. Nothing that reflects how he presents himself to the public, or why he really doesn't interact with everyone else, or what he did before he met Mia. His life mostly revolves around Mia and always will be.
Sorry, everybody follow me. Today I speak it only in English.
An argument I can see being thrown around is they're just kids, and the author wrote them like that to show the childish aspects of them while also telling a love story. And to that I say, we literally had an anime last season that had characters the same age as Mia and Komura and did it 100 times better. And that was the dangers in my heart. I won't talk much about the anime, as the anime is so good that it deserves its own video, but it revolves around the main best boy of the series, Kyotaro, who distanced himself from everyone due to his own anxieties and his interest in the human body, and wishes to dissect the popular girl in class, Yamada Anna. And throughout the series, they develop a healthy relationship, even allowing Kyotaro to resolve some things he's been holding him inside by the end of the season. The reason why the anime excels so far above Tsukinako is the dynamic, not only between the main characters, but to those around him, and how he gets out of his own personal circle and decides to reopen himself once again from his closed heart back to society with the help of Anna's extroverted personality. Not to mention my boy Kyotaro possibly has the best strip than most main characters in rom-coms, especially better than Komura, whose fits are trash. What I'm trying to get at is the fact that the ages of the characters don't necessarily dictate the writing or characterization of one's creations. Rather, you shouldn't limit your story's complexity because of their age. Rather, express a complex story that resonates with people, whether they're the same age as Kyotaro or Komura or a lot older, and that they can be relatable and likable, not just bland with the same repetitive tropes that you can basically get anywhere else done 10 times better. Overall, I have not been enjoying this anime story and feel as though there could have been so many things that could have made it even remotely better, but at the end of the day, it's just the first 5 episodes. So who knows, maybe the anime will make a complete 180 and change my expectations. Probably not. Thank you to anyone who stuck around to the end, as it greatly supports me, not only in views or the algorithm, but in allowing me to acknowledge there are people who will be able to understand and form an opinion around my own thoughts, and that all the research and typing really does mean something. So yeah, you know the basic: like, subscribe, comment, but most of all, this time around, expect a video next week. If I don't post next week, then I'll just chop off my wiener. Don't clip that. But in all seriousness, expect a new video next week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.